How do, and welcome back. Well, today we're going to be doing a commercial versus homebrew challenge, and the beer we have is St. Peter's Plum Porter. It's a really nice beer, is this. I've drank it a few times but not lately, so it's going to be nice revisiting this. And of course we've got the new Munton's kit, the St. Peter's Plum Porter. This was released in December. I was able to get on a pre-order list, and I think I got this second week of December, and I put it on over the Christmas period. So this has been 6 weeks now, about that, since brew day. 4 of those weeks in the bottle, so it should be nice and ready now to sample, and we can do a side-by-side taste test and see just how close it is to the original thing. So let's start and open these beers, see what they look like. I've got my bottle opener here for the St. Peter's. I can't find my table so because I used to do side-by-sides with them actually side-by-side, but well, I can't find it, obviously. It's just been tied up with other things. So I'm using identical glasses for both beers. And there's the first one, and as you would imagine, it is jet black. Well, it's not jet black actually. When you hold it up to the light and you get a light right behind it, there's a nice deep ruby colour to it. I can just about see my fingers through, but for all intents and purposes it's a black, jet black beer with a nice frothy off-white tan head, quite bubbly, quite fizzy. I don't know if that's going to stick around for long. Let's have a look at mine. So 4 weeks in the bottle. That took some patience, I'm telling you. And well, looks wise, it's exactly the same. It's the same colour as well. When you get that light behind it, there is a ruby, deep ruby red colour to it. Fizzy off-white tan head. Bubbles on mine are a little bit bigger. They're a bit more compact in the original. I'm going to have to watch which hand is which here, because they look just the same. Yeah, so appearance wise it's a tick. Let's have a smell. A faint plummy jam aroma. It says it's not just plum. It says on the bottle it's also damson and blackcurrant, so it's got that jammy aroma. And there's not really any malt to speak of. I'm not getting any roastiness that you usually get from a porter. Okay, let's try mine. Mine's got a little bit of malt. It's a little bit sweeter. Again though, there is some of that same jamminess to it. But mine smells a little bit sweeter. But they're very close. I will say they are very, very close. And that jam is the same aroma. Okay, I'm going to try the original first. It's a really nice beer. If you're looking for a roasty, toasty porter, this isn't it. This is sweeter, nice level of carbonation, pushing the flavours around the mouth, medium bodied, and yes, there is a nice plum note to it, mid palate, and it's not dry, it's not bitter at all. Up front, there's some nice sweetness to it, like a nice toffee sweetness there. Mid palate is when you get the plum coming in. Finish is moist, but then you sort of like get a little bit of that blackcurrant damson jam coming in. So it's quite a layered beer, is this, layered flavours that are coming in all at different times, but they all complement one another. Okay, let's try mine. Mine's more fizzy. Of course, that's just down to me, you know, carbonation in a bottle. You never get exactly the same amount of sugar in every bottle. So mine is got a much livelier carbonation, which in some respects is detracting a little from the taste, I have to admit. But there's a really nice plumminess there. I'm not picking up as much of the damson and the blackcurrant. A hint of it, but it's more prominent in the original. But I'm really nitpicking, to be honest. These are two very close beers. To the point that I think if you drank a lot of this, you would know this is not the real thing. But I think you'd like it, and I think you would recognise that the two are actually very, very similar. To the point that if you're just an infrequent drinker of this, like I am, and you weren't doing a side by side, you could probably think this was the St. Peter's Plum Porter. It's just a shame about my carbonation, because I think that's detracting away from more of these subtle flavours of this beer. It is a little bit too fizzy. But again, that's a variable, you know, that I control, and sometimes you can't control it as well as you would wish. I think if the carbonation of this had been softer, it would be bang on this beer. But as I say, that's just one of those things, isn't it, when you homebrew? Unless you use a pressure keg, you know, you force carb it in a keg, and then you can dial in exactly the amount of pressure and carbonation you wish. When you're just using table sugar and bottles, it's pretty much whatever comes out the bottle, you know. And I only used half a teaspoon, if memory serves me correctly. I think I just used half a teaspoon, but it's carved up really well. Yeah, and again, it's probably down to carbonation. This has more of a rounded flavour to it. Whereas mine, with that carbonation, it's a little bit sharper. All in all though, it's a very nice beer. And like I say, if it hadn't been for the carbonation, I don't think you could tell the difference, to be honest. I mean, you're nitpicking. Flavour wise, they're about the same. This is just a little bit light though on the damson and the blackcurrant. Whereas this does have it. For me, it comes in at the back end after the plum. The plum's here though. So all in all, I have to say, I think it's a tick for Munton's St. Peter's Plum Porter. I think they've done it again. I think, you know, like with the Woodford's Wherry and the Nog, they've just done it again. They've just made a really nice clone of a very well-known, successful commercial beer. you know, thumbs up to Muntons because they seem to have got this cloning formula down to a T. Obviously they've probably worked side by side with the brewers at St. Peter's and they've told them the recipe, but to get beers like this so close to the original, extract beers as well, it's just a big thumbs up to Muntons. It really is. Well done. That is a really nice beer, very close to the original, and I'm suspecting that the differences that I'm noticing is probably just down to my carbonation being a little bit on the high side. But yeah, it's got all the flavours there. It's just this is a bit more richer, a bit more rounder. Right, that's it. That's the side by side. The original St. Peter's Plum Porter and the Munton's clone St. Peter's Plum Porter. If you like this, you're going to like this. So if you've not tried the kit version and you do like the commercial version, just buy the kit because it's works out a lot cheaper than the bottled. Okay, that's it. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Next up, I think I'll be reviewing the Grapefruit IPA from Mangrove Jack's that was kindly sent as a Christmas present from Pierre at Simple Homebrew. That's at the weekend. But for now, cheers. I've got 2 beers to drink. And they're very nice beers as well. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.